Is it blasting through the all-time highs, or is it plummeting all the way down to $30,000 today? We're going to be breaking through the market structure. We're also going to be taking a look at a global outlook, and we are going to be planning our trades for the coming week. Well, millions and millions and millions of traders are thinking Bitcoin is about to smash through this all-time high, and Bitcoin does seem to have a lot of bullish strength. So today we're going to be looking at what my thoughts are. First things first, let's have a look at our recent trades. Well, we had some trades planned for Friday going into the weekend. Going into weekend, we said we're looking at the range within a range. We had a range sandwich here with supply above our range and demand below our internal range. We're looking for shorts at a premium level and long at a discount level for both of our ranges. But we said we are looking to see clear market structure change, going from printing higher highs and higher lows to lower highs and lower lows. And we're looking for such a change at least on the 5-minute time frame. Okay, so let's see how that transpired. If we use the bar replay tool, just to trace market structure and see where we were. So this had played out. We were looking, we were monitoring the price to see what happened as we approached that range. So why don't we take a look to see whether we had a trade? So price accumulated within this region, broke that trend line and started to mark up. It started to mark up in premium, all right, getting close to our level. So this is as of Sunday. So as of Sunday, what can we see price doing? We can see price printing higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low. Let's carry on. Let's see what price does. It comes up to our level. All right, interesting. Now it hits our level, okay? It wicks our level. Now after a wick like this, what do we expect? We expect market structure to change. We expect to go from printing higher highs and higher lows to lower highs and lower lows. So what do I mean by that? Now, if this level here, this last high low, if that level was to be claimed or to be taken or to be closed below, we would be looking to enter a short there at that retracement leg. Now let's see, did we get that? No, we didn't. Instead, we wicked all the way up to our second POI, our second point of interest, and this was a crazy wick. This is a crazy wick, almost a 3%, bar down. We wicked up, but again, we did not close convincingly above, or not close, we did not wick above that level. What we would expect, is a nice, our bar to look something like this, and then a wick up to that level, followed by a break-in structure on the way down. But that is what we did not get. Let's see, what did we get? Well, what we got was a massive bear bar, and that bear bar, it looks as though it broke structure on, on the 10-minute, but if you look at the 12-minute, you can see that was just a crazy wick. So not quite a breakdown on that wick. So let's follow price action. Let's see what it's doing. So again, we're looking to see whether we break that high low, and we do not get a break of that high low. We carry on moving up, and we seem to be in a strong uptrend, what we can still see at the minute. Okay, so should we have entered a trade over the weekend? Absolutely not. We did not get any break in market structure. We did not get any inclination that we should be entering a short. So there is absolutely no reason as to why any of you should have opened a short trade. We are still on this clear uptrend. So as we can see, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high. All right. So where does that leave us at the moment? Well, if we take a look at the global picture, the grand scheme of things, now Bitcoin remains at this decisional level. What do I mean by that? This is the last supply holding Bitcoin. This is the last thing stopping it from reaching its all-time highs. This is the only thing in its way. What we can see on the way up, we've got these strong bull trend bars. Look, we've got this trend bar, which is about almost a 30% bar. We've got another massive trend bar on the monthly, which is almost a 40% bar. So now this next bar, is it going to be a bar of a similar magnitude? And if it does, it's going to take us way past the all-time high. It's going to take us to around an $85,000 Bitcoin price, which is crazy. I'm sure most of you who have held Bitcoin through the bear market are happy and are looking to see what Bitcoin does as we approach this level. But there is a but. As we approach this level, we have to, understand that Bitcoin is trading in a range. What do I mean? We have a range high, we have a range low, and we have the top of our range. Now, what do we know about ranges? Well, ranges oscillate. Ranges go from range high to rotate to range low, and they rotate to the range high. Okay, so Bitcoin can do three things in this scenario. Number one, Bitcoin can smash all the way up, closing with bull trend bars above the all-time high. And if that's the case, great. Number two, Bitcoin could decide to range at this level. Now, if it decides to range at this level, if it decides to distribute at this level, we're looking to see, is it going to break up or is it going to mark down? Number three, Bitcoin could do what I call a pump fake. It could SFP this level and rotate down. Now, in the case that it SFPs that level to rotate down, we're looking for clear indication of a change in market structure. We're looking for Bitcoin to go from printing higher highs and higher lows to a transition in market structure to lower highs and lower lows, all right? And we're looking to see that on the 4 hour, we're looking to see that on the daily, we're looking to see that on the weekly, before we see that on the monthly, all right? So those are the three things you do need to be aware of. Now, for those of you waiting for Bitcoin to reach or smash that all-time high to enter a long trade, I would say be careful. Be careful, because there is a possibility that Bitcoin is playing this power of three game. Now, what is the power of three? The power of three is very straightforward. First, you have your accumulation phase. Next, you have your manipulation phase, where lots of traders would get trapped. And what happens after your manipulation phase? You're looking for an expansion downwards. So is Bitcoin going to break structure, play around in this range, and then break down? So just be cautious of that, so you're not caught out in a long there, and so you are not the one providing the fuel for that bear rally down. Okay, so that's what it looks like on a global outlook. These bars do look very juicy, they look very strong, all right? So it's worth being cautious, especially if you're looking to short, the cryptocurrency market at the moment. I wouldn't touch a short unless you have your clear confirmations, all right? So it's time to look at our, more local price action to see what our trades may be looking forward. Well, we're still in this supply zone. We have just reached the 50% mark of this supply zone, all right? So, the chances, the probability are getting higher and higher and higher that we get to at least this 69,253 level. So, of course, this is a very key level to look for a short. So what am I looking out for as I approach that level? Well, it's very clear. I'm looking for price to go from printing higher highs and higher lows to lower highs and lower lows. In the case that happens, I would be looking to enter a short right about there, okay? But just be very, very careful, because we've had a very strong bull uptrend, okay, which does suggest there is time. It's probably time for a retracement, but just be careful, because no one knows what Bitcoin is going to do. Millions of traders can sit here and plan and tell you Bitcoin is going to do this, Bitcoin is going to do that, but no one knows for sure. So just make sure you are aware of that and you're planning for every single possibility. Now, that's the short trade. For those of you who have missed the bandwagon and are looking to enter a long trade, where are you looking for your next area of interest? Well, your next area of interest, I would say, you have to look at your old demand range. So where is that old demand range? That old demand range is this demand range over here. Now, Bitcoin has rallied up. That retracement leg could occur at the range high. Alternatively, it could also occur at the value area high. And, there's a lower chance it occurs at the POC, but there is a chance it occurs at a POC nonetheless. So what would I look out for? Well, I would probably look for that region between the range high and the value area high for that bounce, okay? So in the case that Bitcoin retraces here, to collect more juice and then goes all the way up, that's what I would be looking out for, okay? So in the case that happens, we want to look to enter a long right around there, okay? But before we enter this long, don't forget, we're not just setting a limit order, on our exchanges. We're waiting to see clear confirmations. Now, what are our confirmations? As I say every single day, our confirmations, we're looking for clear market structure change, as well as I normally use market cipher as an excellent indication indication or indicator to enter my trades. All right, so that's what I'm looking out for. I'm looking for a short at the high, and I'm looking for a long at that old demand range for that retracement. All right, so make sure you are trading responsibly. Make sure you're only risking around 1% of your total stack. And why do I preach this? Why do I say 1% or less than 1% is a good amount to risk? Well, it's simply just to make sure that you are in the game long enough to actually allow the probabilities work in your favor. Now, if you have a strategy, let's say you trade triangles, or let's say you trade bull flags or bear flags. If you have a strategy that is around 70% hit rate or an 80% hit rate, right, and you aren't following very crude risk management rules, and you aren't sticking to your risk management rules, you run the risk of having really successful trades. You run the risk of having a lovely win streak. You may have 20, 30, 40 winning trades in a row. But that one trade where you decide, you know what, I've got this, I'm a genius. That one trade you decide to risk it all and break your rules, that's the trade that teaches you that lesson. All right, so make sure you are consistent. In order to get consistent results, you must have consistent actions. All right, so there we have it. Make sure you are risking not more than 1% of your stack, and let the compound effect, let the probability do its thing. All right, now I do have a very special giveaway, and that is an actual trade journal. So I've come up with this to anyone who actually wants a tool to actually help them manage their trade, to help them journal how they are doing, to help them write their thoughts down, to understand whether they are becoming better as a trader or they are becoming worse. So how does this work? Well, this is just a journal that helps you plan every single trade, so from Monday to Saturday, where you can actually write down your winning trades, your losing trades, and it's already simulated, it's calculated to give you a result at the end of each week. Now, let's say you have all these green days and then you have a bad trade, a losing trade, on, let's say, the 1st or the 11th of January. What I would do is come here, right click, I would insert note, and I would type exactly why I lost that trade. For example, I did not wait for my confirmations. Okay, another example could be I was revenge trading. Okay, another example could be I was over leveraged. All right, so this is an excellent tool to actually understand your thinking patterns and make sure that to be successful, you are developing the right thinking mental framework. All right, so I would recommend you use this, and I am actually giving this away for free to anyone who would find this useful. All you need to do to qualify to receive this is hit that follow button, as well as send me a message requesting this journal giveaway. This is an excellent tool. This is actually how I managed to up my trading game. All right, and this is absolutely priceless in terms of managing your trade. Now, what else is in this trading journal? Also in this trading journal, what you can do is, based on your performance, you can actually track, what I call your monthly equity curve. So you can see, how are you performing on a monthly basis? How are you performing on a weekly basis? Is your equity curve on an uptrend? Is it in a range, or is it in a downtrend? All right, so you want to be tracking these things so you can, see your performance as a trader, and you can tweak whatever needs to be tweaked in order to be successful. Okay, well, there you have it. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Make sure you're trading, really well, and make sure you are practicing good risk management. All right, see you tomorrow.